Jai Giridhara Yashodanandana Brajaneranjana Yashodanandana Brajaneranjana Yashodanandana Brajaneranjana Yamunati Panuchari Yamunati Panuchari Jai Radha Jai Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna, all the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavas.
Hare Krishna. Mataji, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible, yes.
Okay. So Mataji, shall we start, Mataji?
Yeah, it is fine, Mataji. You can start. I think the others will join.
Yeah. So you can start by screen sharing. I'll do the opening prayers and then we can start the class. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udhirayet Nashtaprayeshva Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Naishchiki Mukam Karoti Vachalam Bhangum Langayate Girim Yat Kripataham Vande Shri Gurum Dinataranam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Matajis and Prabhus. Today we will be going through the 4th canto. It is the 11th chapter, 7th verse, about the pastime of Dhruv Maharaj when his brother was killed. So Mataji, I'll start reading the shloka. Some of you can read the shloka and the translation, Mataji. Manur Uvacha, it is 4:11:7. Alam Manur Uvacha Alam Vatsati Roshena Tamodvarena Papmana Yena Punya Jananetan Avadhistvam Anaghasaha. Yes, somebody can read, Mataji. I think.
Hare Krishna, Prashabhanu Mataji, you can read the translation, and Vasudha Mataji, the puppet. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Pranam Mataji. Lord Manu said, my dear son, please stop. It is not good to become unnecessarily angry. It is the path to hellish life. Now you are going beyond the limit by killing yakshas who are actually not offenders. Hare Krishna.
Yes. Next.
Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam Mataji.
Dandavat.
Purport Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. In this verse, the word Atiroshena means with unnecessary anger.
Mataji, only the translation. We will do the summary when we are, summarizing.
Okay, next shloka Mataji.
You can read. Yeah, next shloka you can read.
Mataji, can you share next shloka, Mataji? Whoever is shared. Thank you, Mataji.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna. Nasmat kulochitam tata karmaitat sadvigarhitam vado yad upadevanam arabdhaste akritainasam. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Somebody can read the translation.
Anusuya Mataji, Hare Krishna, you can read the translation. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, pranams.
Hare
Translation by Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. My dear son, the killing of the sinless yakshas which you have undertaken is not at all approved by authorities, and it does not befit our family, which is supposed to know the laws of religion and irreligion. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
The next shloka.
Hare Krishna, Meenakshi Mataji, you can read the next shloka. I'll read the proper
Text 9.
translation.
Nanau ekasya paradena prasangat bhavo hatah Brathur Badha Vi Saktena Tvayanga Brathu Vatsala. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji Pranam. Translation by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. My dear son, it has been proved that you are very much affectionate towards your brother and are greatly aggrieved at his being killed by the Yakshas. But just consider, for one Yaksha's offense, you have killed many others who are innocent. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare.
Shobha Mataji, you can read the next shloka, and
Yes.
Sharbina Mataji, the translation. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्णा दंडवत प्रणाम माता जी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय नायं मार्गो हि साधूनां ऋषिकेशानुवर्तिनां यत् आत्मानं पराग्रह्य पाशुवत् भूत्वा वैशसां हरि बोल थैंक यू माता जी धन्यवाद
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. One should not accept the body as the self and thus, like the animals, kill the bodies of others. This is especially forbidden by saintly persons who follow the path of devotional service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Barnali Mataji, you can read the shloka. Hare Krishna. Devotees, please raise your hand for his
हरे
reading.
कृष्ण माता जी दंडवत प्रणाम सर्वभूतात्म भावेन भूतवासं हरिं भवान् आराध्य दूरर्धम् आराध्याप्यादूराराध्यं विष्णुस्तत्परमं प्रदम् हरे कृष्ण माता जी दंडवत प्रणाम
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Vasudha Mataji, you can read the translation. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Translation Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. It is very difficult to achieve the spiritual abode of Hari in the Vaikunta planets. But you are so fortunate that you are already destined to go to that abode by worshipping him as the supreme abode of all living entities. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna. Mataji, we'll go back to the 7th verse and we'll start summarizing them, Mataji. One second. Hare Krishna. Yes. Yes. Now, Mataji, can you go to the purport? Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Gurudev. Yes. Mataji, we are seeing the pastime of how Dhruv Maharaj's brother. Can anybody tell me what is the name of the brother who was killed?
Uttama.
Uttama. Whose son was he?
Suruchi.
Suruchi. And who is Suruchi?
Uttanapad's wife.
Queen of Uttanapada.
First wife.
First wife. So, wasn't she the one who actually said some unkind words to Dhruv Maharaj? Because
Yes,
of
Mataji.
which he left to the forest and he did tapasya and then he got perfection by, getting the darshan of Lord Vishnu. But now you see, yes, but now you see the attitude, the behavior, the thinking of Dhruv Maharaj. Although the stepmother was not very kind to him, spoke very harsh words, did not allow him to sit on the lap of his father. But moment Dhruv Maharaj came to know that his stepbrother, who is the son of Suruchi, was killed by Yakshas, he was completely furious and went to battle. To which place, Mataji?
Alkapuri.
Alkapuri. Alkapuri is where the Yakshas used to reside. So Dhruv Maharaj went and attacked the city of Alkapuri, and a fierce battle ensued. And Dhruv Maharaj was unstoppable. He was killing the Yakshas, whoever came in front of him. And what was the special astras he was using, Mataji? And specific astra he used? To actually break or remove the maya of the Yakshas, he used Narayanastra. So he was using divine weapons. He was actually killing Yakshas, whoever were coming in front. And at that point, when the battle becomes, too fierce, and Dhruv Maharaj was practically wiping out the entire place of the Yakshas, at that time, his grandfather, Swayambhu Manu, came. And what did he say? Lord Manu said, my dear son, please stop. It is not good to become unnecessarily angry. It is the path to hellish life. Now you're going beyond the limit by killing Yakshas who are actually not offenders. Now, Ati Roshena. Prabhupada stresses the word Ati Roshena, with unnecessary anger. Mataji, even in the second chapter, when we see the steps to downfall, can anybody list the steps to downfall, Mataji? Second chapter, Bhagavad Gita. Steps to downfall. Anybody remember? Yes.
ధ్యాయతో విషయాన్ పుంసా సంగస్తేషు ఉపజాయతే.
Mataji, somebody's mic is on or they are...
ధ్యాయతో విషయాన్ పుంసా సంగస్తేషు ఉపజాయతే. సంగాత్ సంజాయతే కామ, కామాత్ క్రోధో విజాయతే. క్రోధాత్ భవతి సమ్మోహ, సమ్మోహాత్ స్మృతి విభ్రంశః, స్మృతి భ్రంశాత్ బుద్ధినాశో, బుద్ధినాశాత్ ప్రణశ్యతి.
Yes. So now, this stages, Dhruv Maharaj just overcame or was overwhelmed with anger. Moment anger takes over, our entire mind and conscious is filled with anger. What happens? What happens is our intelligence is bewildered, memory is bewildered. And when intelligence and memory have gone, what happens is Buddhinasha. That's it. Complete destruction of our knowledge, our intelligence, our mind, and that will cause the downfall. So this is what Swayambhu Manu is saying to Dhruv Maharaj, that your anger has gone beyond the limits of necessary anger. Anger also is important. But if it goes beyond the necessity, then what happens is one ends up doing sinful activities. So here we will then do the comparison between what Krishna told Arjuna and what Manu is telling Dhruv Maharaj. But first we will just go through what is written by Prabhupada in the purports. So Swayambhu Manu immediately rushed to protect his grandson. So killing is not bad, but the killing has to be justified. But killing offenseless people, Prabhupada writes, killing offenseless people is a path to hell. So here only one yaksha killed Uttama. But now Dhruv Maharaj was so angry that if we had punished just that one yaksha, it would have been sufficient. But he is now killing everybody from that entire family or from that entire caste, the entire yakshas he was attacking and killing. And Dhruv Maharaj was actually being protected by his grandfather from a sinful act because he's a great devotee. So without reason, see, we can say that he is a Kshatriya, he has been offended, the yaksha killed his brother, but he can just punish that yaksha. But unnecessarily violence is not allowed for a Kshatriya. Being a Kshatriya doesn't mean that he is allowed to kill. Violence will unnecessarily lead to hellish conditions. So Swayambhuva Manu is prohibiting Maharaj, Dhruva Maharaj from killing unnecessarily the sinless yakshas or the non-offending yakshas. Only one yaksha killed him. So they were all others were innocent. Same way Prabhupada explains that even in the modern warfare, what happens is the decision is taken by the government of a particular country, but the entire citizens are affected by the war that ensues. And we have practical examples of the war going on between Israel and Palestine for the Gaza Strip. Then we have Ukraine and Russia at war. So it is that the heads of the governments, the particular governments, take a decision and the innocent people are affected the most. And this is not the duty of a Kshatriya. This is not the duty of a person who is in administration, that innocent people are affected or killed. So when any country is affected, Prabhupada writes, the citizens are going to be killed. The wholesale, he has written the word here, when a nation is attacked by its enemies, the wholesale slaughter of the citizens should be taken as a reaction to their own sinful activities. That is nature's law. So now it happens that, when a battle starts, nobody is thinking who is innocent, who is not innocent. They will say, okay, this country, this citizens, everybody is involved, and they start killing. That's all. They belong to this country, they start killing. The same we see in the Western countries where maybe due to religious faiths and difference in religious faiths, there will be killing of people from different religions or different castes or different creed. So they have these words called racism, and also all this is only because of hatred and anger. And when they are overwhelmed by anger and hatred, they cannot think rationally and they will end up doing sinful actions. So Swayambhuva Manu told Dhruva Maharaj not to do it. We come to the next shloka, Mataji. 8.1. My dear son, the killing of the sinless yakshas which you have undertaken is not at all approved by authorities, and it does not befit our family, which is supposed to know the laws of religion and irreligion. Mataji, Swayambhuva Manu, who is he? Who is a Manu actually? What is the role of a Manu?
Create progeny.
Define the laws.
Yes. Okay, progeny, then laws, then he is the first person or a man on the earth. And he is the one who is there as a progenitor on this Bholoka. And then he's the one Manus usually compile the rules and regulations and laws for the mankind. So you have the rules called, what is the names, Mataji, name of the law book which Manu has written or compiled?
Manusmriti.
Manusmriti, Manusmriti, mostly Manusmriti they say, and Manu Samhita. So the laws will be about all the various rituals, various rules and regulations, everything will be mentioned there. So Swayambhuva Manu is well versed with religion and what is irreligion. And Manu, if you have seen when we read Bhagavad Gita 4th chapter, Krishna has said the parampara in which this Gita Jnana is given is from, from sun god, then Manu, Ikshvaku, it has just gone down in the parampara. So the Manus are well aware of the Vedas, the scriptures, the knowledge which the Lord has given. So here he says to Dhruva Maharaj that whatever you have undertaken to do, it is not befitting our family. Persons belonging to reputed dynasties, reputed families are supposed to know what is dharma, what is adharma, what are the scriptural rules, what are the etiquettes, what are the ways to behave in certain conditions. So the kings, the future kings, that is when they are princes itself, they are all trained in the knowledge of Vedas properly. In various Puranas, they are very well trained so that they know how to act in any particular situation. So he is telling Dhruva Maharaj that whatever you're doing is not at all approved. Yes, ninth one. My dear son, it has been proved that you are very much affectionate towards your brother and are greatly aggrieved at his being killed by the yakshas. But just consider, for one yaksha's offense, you have killed many others who are innocent. So now he is trying to reason out with Dhruva Maharaj that first part is that you are very, very affectionate towards your brother. In spite of his mother Suruchi did not behave appropriately towards Dhruva Maharaj, but Dhruva Maharaj still did not hold those feelings. It's generally, if you see people who are, hurt by others or who have been, done some injustice by others, not easy to forgive. They will not be able to forgive them or their family members. But Dhruva Maharaj, being a pure devotee of the Lord, instantly forgave his stepmother and brother. Of course, he never had any ill feelings towards his brother. Even his stepmother, he did not have any ill feelings after a point. Although he was angry when he left the palace to do tapasya, but after he realized Lord and he got the darshan of Lord, he did not have any ill feeling towards his stepmother also. Otherwise, had he carried some kind of malice in the heart towards the stepmother, then when his brother, the stepbrother, died, he wouldn't be affected so badly by that. But he was so affectionate towards his brother that he became so aggrieved that he started killing the yakshas. So first it brings out the quality of Dhruva Maharaj, that he did not have any ill intention towards his stepbrother or mother. He was very forgiving in nature. That are the qualities of a pure devotee. And also he was so caring towards his brother that moment he came to know that the brother is killed, he went for a war. And that too, for one yaksha's offense, he went on and killed so many innocent people. So Swayambhu Manu is saying same point again and again, that for one person's offense, you cannot punish others. But Mataji, here we have to learn something for our day-to-day, etiquette or behavior, for us also to learn. Can you say, Mataji, what do you realize from this particular words? For one person's offense, the others need not be affected. How can we implement in our daily lives, Mataji, in our lives? Anybody?
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Yes.
Mataji, sometimes we are, upset or frustrated because of any maybe something outside or even in the house with the spouse or maybe someone else. But then when the kid comes in front of us, the whole things come out of on that kid. So there somehow we need to control that thing.
Okay. Then anybody else? Any other way?
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, in a neighborhood or from anywhere,
Yes.
in a family, if somebody is very, jealous of you or very revengeful or not good to you, so you should not judge that the entire family is like that.
Yes.
Maybe others are good, but then
Yes.
that one particular person, cannot be considered as a good person.
Yes.
But very vicious.
Correct.
So you can compare that way, Mataji.
Correct. So, it's just because if one person from that family has offended you, it doesn't mean the whole family is bad.
Yes.
And we did not show our, intolerance or our whatever feelings towards the entire family because of one person.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes. And then in devotees, Mataji, in Bhakti Vrikshas.
Same, Mataji. If we have bad experience with one devotee, we should not think that all of them are the same.
Yes.
Or even
that entire group is like that, or that entire temple community is like that. One should not generalize, and one should not develop feelings of malice or dislike towards the entire community. It can be individuals. So when we are reading Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, in the coming shlokas also we will see that we have to remember that Each one is an individual soul. They may belong to a group, they may belong to a particular, caste or creed or religion or group. But if there is a feeling of some dislike or, negative emotions towards one person, it should not extend towards the entire group or community message. Because by that, we are unnecessarily contaminating our own consciousness. So it started with one person, we started dislike. It will extend to so many people. So unnecessarily, it is actually degrading ourselves and our consciousness. So one shouldn't generalize. So here, that's what Swayambhuva Manu has said. Only one person has done a mistake and you have killed so many who are innocent. Mataji, in Bhagavatam, who else was stopped from doing a yagna of killing something or somebody? Who was very angry and he did a yagna to kill the enemies? Does anybody know?
Janamejaya.
Janmejaya. Janmejaya. Whose son was he?
Parikshit Maharaj.
So what was the sacrifice he did? Yagna he did?
Sarpayaga.
So all
Takshak
the
Nag.
yeah, because of one Takshaka. Takshaka killed his father, but he got so angry that now I'm going to destroy all the serpents. So he did a Sarpa Yagna whereby the serpents from all over the universe were just getting attracted, like one metal is attracted to a magnet, and they were coming and falling off in that sacrifice and were getting burnt. They were burnt to ashes. And then, of course, Brahmaji comes, Narada comes and stops Janmejaya from doing this. And he tells that this is not fair. This is not befitting for a family member of Parikshit Maharaj. He belongs to such a great Kuru dynasty. He is the grandson of Pandavas. And Janmejaya is the great grandson. He says it's not befitting that you behave in such an inappropriate manner, killing unnecessarily. Yes. Sarika Mataji, your hand is raised from a long time. You want to say something, Mataji?
Hare Krishna Mataji, yes, it was regarding the way Muslims are treated nowadays in our country. Yes, because there are some terrorists who are from the Muslim background. So now we are seeing that everywhere. Like I live in Bangalore.
Yes.
I have heard from Muslims that nowadays people don't give us their houses for rent. We cannot, share rooms with people. So
Correct.
there's a lot of discrimination happening against Muslims.
Correct.
Because of this. So yakshas were also being targeted. Similarly, I think Muslims are being targeted nowadays.
Yes, Mataji. Yes. That is what is happening and will happen in Kali Yuga, because people will lose their rational thinking. They have already lost, and it's going to further degrade, because they say that, oh, we have had so many experiences, or we are learning from others' experiences. So they say that this particular community, now that it is branded, that, they are involved into this terrorist activity, so everybody beware, and nobody wants to interact with them. That is what happens. So one has to be very careful if one has to progress in their spiritual path, not to unnecessarily develop any kinds of negative emotions or ill feeling towards anybody, so that it will actually bind us into this material world. That is what will happen. If we start hating people or have anger and hate in our heart, we will never be able to progress in the spiritual path. It's very much important that we have to be careful while we are dealing with them. We have to use our discretion. We have to use our proper decision skills and then interact with them. But no need to develop any kind of hatred or malice or anger with them. That's all. Yes.
Mataji, Mataji, can I just also ask one thing? I have also noticed that although both the movements, like Prabhupada always used to say, when brothers fight, they should come back together.
Yes.
So in ISKCON, we see there is a Ritvik, party, and there is the other party.
Correct.
But I have seen that both the sides, they do not view the other side very favorably.
Correct.
And I have been told that do not go to their temple and do not go to their Gaushala.
Correct.
But when I see they're following the same philosophy, they're doing everything the same. So Mataji, why this when Samudrishti is what Prabhupada preaches, Bhagavad Gita preaches, being devotees, having such strong discrimination towards devotees.
Devotees itself.
So isn't this aparad?
Yes, yes, yes. It is Aparad, Mataji. But Mataji, the difference is not in the philosophy. As you said, they are both devotees of Krishna. They are very much following Srila Prabhupada's teachings. They are actually following the entire Vaishnava philosophy that is same. But in Mataji, certain principles and administrative differences have come up, Mataji, because of which now both of them are stuck to that their own paths, that whatever we are doing is right and whatever we are doing is right. So Mataji, about going to the temples, there is nothing wrong, Mataji, as long as you have understood the philosophy right. Only at 1-2 principles where about initiation, there is a difference. Whatever suits you, you can follow. But the only prime difference between theirs and ours will be that they don't accept any other living guru except Srila Prabhupada. So that is the only difference. Otherwise, there's no harm in going to the temples or being with them. It's just that why they prohibit, or rather they say don't go there, is that unnecessarily then you will be caught in the duality, which way is right, and then you will start questioning which philosophy is right. And then in this process, Mataji, sometimes it has happened that the devotees have simply gone out of the entire movement, Mataji. And when they see that devotees are fighting amongst themselves, they feel that what is the point of being here? So to protect the neophyte devotees or beginners who are not aware or whose faith has not yet become very strong, they say just be to one side or be in one path only, Mataji. Otherwise, there is nothing wrong. Actually, at some level, a different level, there is this strong dispute going on, Mataji. Otherwise, the devotees from both the paths are actually mingling and very much, in cooperating, because I was in Singapore and I went to the Ritvik temple only and the devotees were very welcoming. We had prasadam, everything was fine there, Mataji. And they also said, ultimately, we are all serving Krishna. So why this difference? So some administrative differences have come up, Mataji. Otherwise, there is no philosophical difference.
True, Mataji. But I also think that at all levels, there should be more tolerance.
Correct.
Because that animosity feeling that we get,
that should not be there.
Yes,
that should not
that
be
is
there.
Very unhealthy.
That Mataji, that people down the line who couldn't understand the differences have started all this. Otherwise, I have heard myself that Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj is personally praying for Madhu Pandit's well-being and spiritual progress. This is what some of the senior disciples of Guru Maharaj have told. That Maharaj doesn't have any ill feelings and he's praying for Madhu Pandit every day. So we, being the disciples of Maharaj, have to follow the same thing, Maharaj. We have to actually have no ill feeling toward devotees and pray for the well-being of all the devotees, Maharaj. That is what we learn from our Acharyas and our Guru Maharajas.
Hari Bol. Thank you so much, Mataji.
Yes. Mataji, it always happens that the leaders or whoever is in the top, they have a certain differences, but they themselves don't develop any animosity or whatever it is. But down the line, whoever is not yet mature in their thinking and understanding, they start propagating things about each other and they start intense fight amongst each other. There'll be court cases going on from both the sides. So this is not, actually should not affect anybody of us, Mataji. We all have to remember they are serving Krishna, we are serving Krishna. So we shouldn't end up doing Vaishnava aparadh, actually thinking ill about the other group also. Actually, Bhanu Maharaj had once mentioned that everybody wants to go to Goloka. To serve whom? To be whose assistants, Mataji? Whom do we all want to serve in Goloka?
Krishna.
Krishna.
Yes.
Krishna
We want
Mataji.
to become the Sakhis of Radharani, right? Everybody wants to go and assist the Sakhis and Radharani to serve Krishna. And then a very nice question came up here in Chennai that what if we want to go and serve in Chandravali's group? Who is Chandravali? She is opposing Radharani, right?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah. So what will happen if somebody wants to join Chandravali's group? And then Maharaj just smiled and he says, nothing wrong. If you want to go and serve along with Chandravali, Krishna will anyway accept the service. So it's not that the opposing groups, actually also that Krishna doesn't accept service, but it is the opposing groups. If you see in Goloka, if Chandravali is opposing Radharani, it is only to increase the rasa. It is only to increase the pleasure of Radha and Krishna. Otherwise, there is no ill feelings as such. So then Bhanu Maharaj said, yes, if you go and serve along with Chandravali also, Krishna will accept the service. As long as you are pure in your service to Krishna. But whatever the feelings which Chandravali had towards Radharani is pure. It's only for rasa purpose. But whatever we are having towards anybody else is not a pure kind of a feeling, and in no way we are actually helping it to serve Krishna, Mataji. It is a material kind of a negative feeling we are having. So that we have to overcome. Yes, Meenakshi Mataji, you want to say anything?
Hare Krishna Mataji, yes Mataji. Mataji, regarding the difference between the Hare Krishna movement of Bangalore under Madhupandit Prabhu and Patak Swami Maharaj's movement, I heard from someone that there is also difference in the literature that is being distributed by them and us, Mataji.
Mataji, Bhagavad Gita is same, but afterwards the books they are distributing slightly varied, Mataji. But it is not completely wrong or anything, though I haven't read any of those books. But Bhagavad Gita is same, Mataji. Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam is same.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe the other literature, other books, because whatever our acharyas and our Maharajas have written, they will not distribute, Mataji. They must have found out some other acharyas like Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur or Baldev Vidyabhushan books, which I haven't read, Mataji.
Okay, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yes. Yeah. 10th one, we'll go to the 10th one. One should not accept the body as the self and thus, like the animals, kill the bodies of others. This is especially forbidden by saintly persons who follow the path of devotional service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So now here, why did Dhruv Maharaj actually get very angry? Wasn't he a realized soul? Why did he get so angry? What happened momentarily?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes,
because here in this point, Dhruv Maharaj was having over-affection with his brother Mataji. Because of that, that anger has come out.
Yes.
That emotions has become more.
So the momentary overwhelming with anger, that emotion brought him to bodily concept. So now Uttama was his brother from bodily concept. So that's why Swayambhuva Manu is saying one should not accept the body as the self and like the animals kill the bodies of others. And he says this is especially forbidden by saintly persons. Saintly persons are not supposed to do this. Sadhunam Rishikeshanuvartinam. You are such a realized soul. You are a saintly person. You are a completely surrendered soul to the Lord. You are in the path of pure devotional service. How come from that position of realization, you have come down? And see, animals associate with the body. And humans who also have the concept of only eating, sleeping, mating, and defeating also come under the category of animals. They associate and identify with the body, and all their actions are pertaining to the body. So Swayambhuva Manu is saying, just because you think he is your brother, you are acting in such an abominable manner. Actually, you are a pure devotee engaged in Ananya Bhakti, pure devotional service. And that too, you are already engaged in pure devotional service. You know what is the bliss of pure devotional service. And you are the one who prayed to the Lord. What did Dhruv Maharaj ask Mataji? What did he say? When after getting whatever Vishnu blessed him with or whatever, though after a point he did not want to ask anything, he was regretting why he did actually this tapasya.
For devotional service, Mataji.
He asked for pure devotional service. he asked Supreme Lord that I should never fall into illusion or Maya or any other temptation. And that's why Swayambhu Manu is asking, after engaging yourself in pure devotional service to the Lord, how come you have come to personal sense gratification? So Uttama's death, his brother's death, can be a sad thing for him. But going out of the way to kill all those people who are not even responsible, only one person killed, to go and kill so many yakshas is only for your own sense gratification. Just because you are so powerful, you are capable, you have now gone out and going on killing all the yakshas. So a pure devotee of the Lord doing Ananya Bhakti, to come down, for Dhruv Maharaj, it is degradation where he is coming for personal sense gratification. And Prabhupada gives the example that how an animal thinks that the body of another animal is his food. So in the bodily concept, one animal attacks another. So in our society nowadays, especially in Kali Yuga, we see always personal attacks, community attacks. It's only based for personal sense gratification. It's not meant for any other higher cause. Kshatriyas are supposed to defend or protect dharma, fight battles, but only for establishing dharma or for a righteous cause, not for personal sense gratification. And human beings are not supposed to behave irrationally like animals, attack each other unnecessarily. And especially devotees of the Lord cannot act. So whatever our conversation was happening just a few minutes back, the devotees of the Lord shouldn't attack each other unnecessarily, not physically, even verbally, even, mentally think ill about others. Because once our agenda, our conscious is only to please the Lord, serve the Lord, all other things are not supposed to be thought of or done. And even saintly devotees are not supposed to kill anybody else, even animals or even other humans or anybody else. So Dhruv Maharaj was told to stop it because he was a saintly person. Next shloka, 11th one. It is very difficult to achieve the spiritual abode of Hari in the Vaikuntha planets, but you're so fortunate that you're already destined to go to that abode by worshipping him as the supreme abode of all living entities. Mataji, can you just show the shloka part, Mataji? Sarva bhutatma bhavena. Can you do the word-to-word meaning of that? Sarva bhuta, in all living entities, Atma, upon the super soul, bhavena, with meditation. Come to the translation and purport, Mataji. Can anybody say what is Sarva bhutatma bhavena? Sarva bhutatma.
We should think that consider all living beings equal because the Paramatma is residing in every living being.
The super soul, Sarva Bhutatma, Bhutatma, the super soul, is there in each and every Jiva. Jiva, of course, is dependent on the Lord, and each and every Jiva, along with the Jiva, the soul, Atma, Paramatma is also there. So here, Manu, Swayambhuva Manu is saying that you have the one who have meditated on the Lord. You have, through your meditation, you have attained perfection, and you are the one who have already been blessed, and you are destined to go to Vaikuntha, which is the abode of all the living entities who have attained perfection. So why are you behaving in this inappropriate manner? See, we remember the entire tapasya of Dhruv Maharaj. In 6 months, what kind of tapasya he did? After a point, he was not even breathing air, and he had just held the air so tightly that the entire universe was not able to breathe. So he meditated on the super soul everywhere. So he's saying, you have done this kind of a thing, you have attained perfection, and you are now going to Vaikuntha. Why are you then getting entangled in sinful activity like killing innocent yakshas? And the Lord, Prabhupada has written, is called Bhutavasa. Bhutavasa means he is the shelter of all the souls. And then Prabhupada says, See, this, this body of ours, of any jiva, especially in the human form, is considered a temple. And we know why. Why in the bodies of the living entities is called temple? Because the super soul is residing in them. So unnecessarily killing of any jiva is not permitted. So here, Manu, see, Dhruva could have argued that he is a Kshatriya. It is his duty because that particular Yaksha killed his brother. But here, Swayambhu Manu said no. Every living entity is a residence of the Supreme Lord. And it's the temple. And you cannot kill anybody. And what is the other reason, Mataji, why you shouldn't kill any other living entity? Of course, it's the Lord is residing, it's the temple. And what is the main reason why you should unnecessarily not kill?
It is one of the dharma, the daya is, one of the leg of dharma is daya.
Okay.
Mataji, because then
you accumulate karma, Mataji.
You will get negative karma then. What else?
Mataji, the evolution of that particular soul will be checked and the soul will have to again come to the same person.
Yes. So you are unnecessarily checking or interrupting in the evolution cycle of that particular jiva. If, for instance, it had to be in that particular body for 50 years or 60 years, and for whatever reason you have intervened, then again the jiva may have to come back to that body again. So that is why, and of course, as a net result, you will get your negative karma also. So that is why unnecessarily killing is not permitted. So this is what Swayambhu Manu told Dhruva Maharaj. And now, Mataji, we will go back to the 7th town and we will see what are the differences of instructions, what Krishna gave to Arjun and Swayambhu Manu gave to Dhruva Maharaj. Mataji, the translation. Yes. Here it is mentioned that you are killing all the innocent people and you're out of your anger, you will end up in hellish life and then you will get to sin. So when Arjun told the same reasons that, by killing my own relatives, my teachers and my gurus, I will incur sin. And out of anger, if I act now, I'm going to be the cause of degradation of the entire family traditions and dynasty. But what answer did Krishna give? What answer did Krishna give? For sinful actions, what did Krishna say?
Krishna said, I think you have to fight for me. You are not the cause of the fighting.
Yes. So Krishna
Religious
said,
principles.
Yes, Mataji.
He said that for religious principles, no, Mataji.
For religious principle, for establishing the religious principles, you have to fight. And when Arjun said, I will get sin, what did Krishna say?
Just be an instrument.
Okay. Now, Mataji, he said, if you don't act, you will get sin. Being a Kshatriya, if you don't fight, you will get a sin. But if you fight, you will be beneficial. Supposing you die in the battle, you will go to Swargalokas. Supposing you win the battle, you will enjoy the kingdom. And if you do it as a service to me, you will be an instrument to establish dharma. So Krishna gave the reasons that you have to fight this battle and you will never get sinful actions if you acted or you perform it in the conscious of me, that is in Krishna conscious, as a service to me, you will not get sin. But here, Swayambhu Manu is telling Dhruva Maharaj that don't act in a sinful manner by killing yakshas. So the conditions, see, the dharma is there, the principles are there, but it will vary from circumstance to circumstance. In the entire Gita, when Arjun is putting up arguments, like see in Arjun's next dilemma is that how can I kill my teachers and my gurus or my relatives, my uncles and cousins? Because by killing them, I will go to hell. And here, Swayambhu Manu is telling Dhruva Maharaj that by killing all these innocent people, you will go to hell. So you stop doing it. But in Arjun's case, what is the reason which Krishna gave? That no, you can kill all of them. Why?
Because Mataji, they have already been killed.
Okay, that is one reason. What else in the second chapter where he starts the Sankhya Yoga?
Soul is not destructible.
Soul is not.
Yes.
They're all dead, already dead by my.
Yes. Yes.
There is no death to the soul.
And one more most important reason why you can kill all those people who are standing towards Duryodhana.
Oh, they are adharmic?
Because they are on the path of adharma, Mataji.
Yes. The choice was given by Krishna to everybody before the battle of Kurukshetra started. Mataji, each and every person was asked by themselves to select whichever side they want to be in. So Krishna didn't interfere with the choices of the jiva. So once whoever chose to side Duryodhan, they had chosen the side of adharma. So they were actually destined to be killed. So Krishna told Arjun, you kill, that's all. You will not get any sin because of that. And anyway, if you don't want to accept this argument, even otherwise, they have all become old. The soul has got no death. Only their body, which is just like a dress, will be changed and they will get a new body. That's all. But in Dhruva Maharaj's case, what did Swayambhu Manu say? Unnecessarily killing of jivas is not allowed. Why? Because the last shloka we saw. The body of the jiva is a temple. And one shouldn't interfere with one's evolution cycle. See, any person, any soul is doing its own activities in that particular body, and the super soul is residing. So one should not unnecessarily kill any jivas. So here, about anger also. Anger in the service of the Lord is justified. But here, in Dhruva Maharaj's case, what was his anger actually justifying? What was Dhruva Maharaj's anger justifying?
His attachment towards his brother.
Yes. Yes. He was
Revenge.
unnecessarily attached to his brother, and Mataji, it was justifying his own, what do you call, the senses. That, he was angry because his brother was killed. Now I will kill everybody, then I will be satisfied. So a person like Dhruva Maharaj, anger was not serving any higher cause. It was not for the service of the mankind or for the Lord. It was for his own personal sense gratification. Supposing the Yaksha had attacked Dhruva Maharaj's kingdom, or he was causing harm to some citizens, or he is trying to plunder his kingdom, then Dhruva Maharaj fighting the entire city of Yakshas is justified. If somebody is threatening your kingdom and your people, then as a king, it is the duty of Dhruva Maharaj to protect. Here there was a battle between Uttama and one Yaksha. It was a very personal battle going on, not a kingdom-wise battle or country-wise battle. So in that personal battle, Uttama was killed. So Dhruva Maharaj then avenging by killing the entire, the clan of Yakshas was not at all justified. And attachment. One more point, as Mataji has mentioned, attachment. Why this happened to Dhruva Maharaj? Because of attachment. Mataji, Dhruva Maharaj attained perfection. After that, how come he developed attachment, Mataji? When do you attain perfection? When do we attain perfection? When does one attain perfection?
Then we detach, Mataji.
Detach from
Completely detached.
Renunciation, Mataji.
When he is completely renounced, he is completely detached from matter, from body, from, and he has become samadrishtva. He has become equivisioned. He has become sthita prajna. He is equipoised. He is unaffected by dualities. But how come Dhruva Maharaj is affected now, Mataji? What is the reason, or how can we justify this behavior? He being a perfected being.
By providence, means will of providence?
Providence, will of providence. Mataji, temporary, momentary, overwhelming of illusion, Mataji. He was overwhelmed by illusion. He fell into Maya for a second. It was like, Dhruva Maharaj knows everything. He is in complete knowledge, but it was a momentary lapse. where he was overwhelmed that, oh, my brother is killed. If you remember we have discussed this also during Vanvas of the Pandavas, when all the 4 brothers go to drink water, they're killed, they're laying dead by the lake, and a yaksha is sitting and asking questions in the form of a stork. Only Yudhishthir Maharaj was not overwhelmed by the scene. He saw the 4 dead bodies of his brothers, and he stood there, and the yaksha says, I'm going to ask you questions. Only after you answer, you drink the water. Yudhishthir Maharaj stood there and answered the questions. Why Yudhishthir could do? Because one after the other brothers went, and they just said, yaksha said, you have to first answer, then only drink water, otherwise you'll die. And they said, challenged, oh, you are going to kill us, we are going to drink water, and they died. So Yudhishthir Maharaj, why he was able to stand there and answer questions, Mataji, when the other brothers couldn't?
He was a Dhira.
Dhira. He was stable. He was completely in control of his mind and senses. Even in a condition of complete reversal, or the situation where he's seeing his own brothers dead, he was not bewildered. He did not lose his composure. So for Dhruva Maharaj, it happened momentarily. So this shows that even being at the perfected stage, momentarily Maya can affect. Of course, for pure devotees, it is by the will of providence. But the Lord, through his pure devotees, wants to establish the fact that in the material world, Maya will be there, trying to actually affect the jivas. Of course, Dhruva Maharaj had the mercy and blessings of the Lord that he will never fall into Maya. So that momentarily act was over when Swayambhu Manu came and instructed him to stop this activity. So the instructions given, if you see, both are Kshatriyas, Arjun and Dhruva Maharaj, but the instructions given are different in 2 different conditions. So for us also, Mataji, usually the doubt arises when one should act in this particular manner or when we should act in a different manner. So for that, we have to analyze all these pastimes. And by this pastimes of Bhagavatam, we have to understand what is the right way to act. So same, see, when Arjun was instructed by Krishna in all circumstances to fight. He cannot give up fight. Arjun gave 5 reasons not to fight, and Krishna justified or saying that, no, these are not the reasons, you have to fight. But for Dhruva Maharaj, the condition was different. So immediately he was told not to fight. So same way, if we are having a doubt or dilemma, how to interpret Shastra, then it is better either to remember these pastimes and see the instructions, how in what different circumstances the instructions were given to which way to act, or ask the seniors or the gurus for particular actions. In this case, it is dharma and adharma, killing and revenge, but we have day-to-day dilemmas. So for that, we can always consult. And most important thing to learn from this particular pastime is attachments. One doesn't know at what moment we will get attached to what. For us, we are still in the process of purification, so we are still attached. But even after attaining perfection, there's a possibility that something may just pull us. We also have the pastime of, who else can give an example, Mataji? Momentarily attachment. In
Bharat
Maharaj.
Bharat Maharaj. He just saw the deer, that to the kid, and he got attached. He was also a realized person. He was in the stage of bhava, and from there he came down to getting an animal body. So one has to be very, very careful with attachments. With attachment comes overwhelming feelings of emotions. And then if something happens, then anger, and from anger, inappropriate action, and inappropriate action will lead to downfall.
Mataji, because of attachment, you just make wrong decisions also, very hasty you become.
Yes.
And you get angry and then you want to take revenge.
Yes. So the violence here, Prabhupada has written, violence is certainly a path leading to hellish condition of life. Although Kshatriyas are allowed violence, they can kill, but unnecessarily killing will lead to hellish conditions. Though the argument can be we are not killing the soul, it's only the body, but still. More than the action, the intent, the motive, the conscious behind the action is what determines the result of your action, and then it will determine the reaction to your action. More than the action, Mataji, the intent, the conscious with which you are doing, the reason for what you are doing, that matters. Yes, we can stop here, Mataji. If anybody wants to add something here or want to ask something, you can do it, Mataji.
Mataji, nothing related to this. I just want to ask one question.
Yes,
now most of these chapters, when you come across, they say ultimately they go to Vaikuntha, right? Now Dhruva Maharaj also goes to Vaikuntha. In the previous chapters also, mostly they attend Vaikuntha. Even Bhishma Pitama, he also went to Vaikuntha. That is because he was thinking of that only. But then who are we? We are thinking of going to Goloka Vrindavan. That's out of reach.
Yes,
can you explain, Mataji?
Mataji, we have seen many pastimes because from the first canto onwards, gradually as we progress, we see all the devotees mostly heading towards Vaikuntha, as you are mentioning, Mataji, because that was the form they liked, that is the place they want to be there. But Mataji, when you come to the 10th canto, you will see Goloka, because it is the topmost, no, Mataji. So it is not that if they are able to go to Vaikuntha, how can we go to Goloka? There is nothing like that, Mataji. It is individually each soul's desire.
Yeah, but because they are such elevated souls. When Bhishma Pitama was such an elevated soul, who are we? We are nothing compared to that.
Mataji, never say we are nothing. Recently, we heard a lecture during our Shravanotsav in Chennai. Never, people have this habit of saying insignificant. We are insignificant servitors of Krishna. Particular speaker there was saying, never call yourself insignificant. You are part and parcel of Krishna. So don't you by degrading yourself, you're degrading Krishna. So who are we is not a question, Mataji. You are a soul, part and parcel of Krishna, the eternal servitor of Krishna. So
because at times, Mataji, I think we are also doing so much. We do Abhishek, we fast, we do so much, attend classes, and even our attitude towards people also changes. We have changed so much.
Yes, Mataji. Mataji, a simple thing is that this, you feel that we are not able to, maybe, when seeing this position of this elevated devotees, you feel that we have not even reached somewhere near there. So how is that we will go to Goloka? Mataji, that is not your aspect of concern. Your aspect is to sincerely strive to purify yourself and pray intensely to Krishna to engage in his service. The rest mercy part of Krishna is coming from him. Mataji, he can shower unlimited mercy on you because of who he is. Who are we is we know we are the jivas, we are limited, we are incapable, we are limitedly capable. We cannot say we are incapable because we have the mercy of the Lord. But Krishna can shower unlimited mercy, and then if he qualifies you, then he will take you to Goloka. Your aspect of attempt and your sadhana bhakti, you do perfectly. Krishna's part, Krishna will do, Mataji. And he has unconditional, causeless mercy if he wants to shout.
Your words are very encouraging, Mataji.
Mataji, this is the fact. That is what is faith. Your part, you do 100%. Rest, Krishna will take place. Supposing you feel that in this Janma, I don't know how much I'll do. At least you start meditating that I want to be the servitor of Krishna. I am the servitor of Krishna. By the end of this life, when you give up this body, he will give you a birth in a pure devotee family and maybe next time take you to Goloka direct. That's all. So desires also. Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, so we can desire to go to Golok Vrindavan. Is it okay to desire?
Yes, Mataji, say something.
Is it okay to 1 minute, Mataji?
Mataji, your voice.
Yeah, now okay, Mataji. Is it okay to desire to go to Goloka?
Yes. Why not, Mataji? Yes, Mataji. You can desire to Goloka. go to Goloka.
Mataji, wouldn't a devotee only have to not desire anything and just have the desire to serve Krishna, whether it is Golok or here or in whichever?
Mataji, bhavas and desires also in the spiritual path have different levels. What you are saying, Shilpa Mataji, is the topmost desire. I want to serve Krishna irrespective of wherever we are.
Yeah, that's what we hear, Mataji. That's what we hear from
That is
most
the
of the lectures.
topmost bhava. In fact, Bhakti Parivrajaka Maharaj was here during Shravanotsav. Then he told that, sadhana bhaktas shouldn't develop a desire like a Kulshekhar Alvar or something like that. He just gave an example that I don't mind going to Narkaloka and do Harikatha with Yamaraj. This is not what we are supposed to say. I don't mind going to Narka and serve there. This, he says, you don't ask for all such things, or don't think of all such things. If you feel that I shouldn't ask Goloka, you can simply say, I want your service, and don't decide the place. I don't mind going to Narka. I don't mind going to Patala Loka. He says,
that's true.
don't think all such things. See, Krishna knows our capability. He knows our purity. Not everybody can be like Narad Muni, go to Yamaloka and then, give a piece of advice to Yamaraj also. That is not us. So
that's true.
We shouldn't actually think of anything else. Supposing Mataji, as Mataji said, have no desires except service, that is topmost. Secondly, if you say, Krishna, I want to come to Goloka, that is also good. That is nothing wrong in it.
Okay, they also we are serving.
Yes.
The servitors.
Some jivas just want to be in Goloka. That's fine. That's nothing wrong in it, Mataji.
Okay.
Yes. So
Okay,
here,
don't
think about our own disqualifications. This was the particular word which Gauranga Darshan Prabhu spoke about, and he says, don't think about your disqualifications. Think about Krishna's capabilities and his unlimited mercy. And he will bless you because of what he is. He is all merciful, all compassionate, all caring.
That's very encouraging, Mataji. Thank you so much. At least I got it. At least now I got a clear picture. Mataji.
Nothing wrong. You do your part of sadhana bhakti, which our Maharajas have given us to do sincerely. Supposing it's not even perfect, that's what was also told. You're not able to do perfectly also, but do it sincerely, Mataji. There's a difference. Sincerely, if you do, Krishna is seeing only your sincere attempt. He knows what the jiva in the material world is struggling with, and especially in Kali Yuga. He knows what are all the, restraining factors and how the jiva is struggling with his mind and intelligence and everything else and the conditions. But if he sees the sincerity, he himself will qualify you, Mataji.
Okay, thank you so much, Mataji. Wonderful explanation.
Shobha Mataji, and I think Suma Mataji.
Hare
Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you, Mataji, for the wonderful class and explanations. Lot of things got cleared today. But Mataji, just one thing like about detachment and attachment. Like when we think like we'll get detached, then we are again told by the senior devotees that no, you should do things for your family, even go out with them when they are not into Krishna conscious. Lot of our extended family who is not into Krishna consciousness, then still we have to go with them, eat with them, Mataji. Even if we are not liking, then we have to adapt. And then but then I think that if I'm doing this much, then expectations come along with that. And isn't it then I'm coming into becoming again a karmi I'm becoming, whereas I am aspiring to become a devotee.
Correct.
So that part is not clear to me, Mataji.
So Mataji, relatives, extended family, friends, they are all bodily associations, right, Mataji?
Yeah, Mataji.
So that is also part of our dharma. Whatever we have relations or whatever duties in this material world, because of this material body, whatever the duties are there, we have to do it. And that part, Mataji, when you say you're going and eating with your friends or relatives or you're going out with them, Mataji, that you do it with the conscious of maintaining relations superficially with the motto of just taking care of people who are around you. And as far as aspiring to be a devotee, deep inside your conscious, you just think that I am the servant of Krishna. I want to do Krishna Seva. So Mataji, when you go out with your relatives and friends, nicely speak to them, be present there, involve in the topics, whatever is going on there. Not that you simply forget who you are there. Just temporarily for that 1 hour, 2 hours, like how you play a role play. Just do that come back, switch off that button, come back to your Krishna conscious.
Okay,
Mataji, in connection to that, can I say something?
Yeah.
But then when you go with them, if they're going out to eat something, and then they say you also order something without onion and garlic,
yes,
drink or something. But when you don't want to have that, because we are not supposed to eat from out.
Yeah, for prasadam khana chahiye.
So there we get caught. What do we do then?
Mataji, मैं बोल रही हूँ ना, not to offend others. आप ना वही जो भी minimum thing you say I have already had, so I'll have 1 piece or 2 piece. Just chant the name of the Lord and eat it, Mataji. कुछ नहीं होगा. Don't offend people, because yesterday only somebody asked, if we take Diksha and if we go to Krishna conscious, then we should not enter any other temples, should not eat prasadam. I said, please don't have all these notions. You can go to other temples, and if you want to eat prasadam also, just take one thing. You are not supposed to even offend the devatas. They are much at a higher position. And if you don't want to eat, I had answered this question earlier also, bring it and give it to somebody. That's all.
Yeah, Mataji, because recently, Mataji, we had this thing, and then when we told them, no, we are not going to have these things because the family is absolutely non-vegetarian family. So I was like, I don't want to eat in their utensils. And also they told us that, why? So I told that, no, because we are not eating now onion and garlic, and caffeine also is, we are not taking tea and coffee also. So they were like, okay, ISKCON has made Pandit out of all of you people and all those things. So it feels bad, Mataji. You tell me something, it's fine. But when it is told to the institution, I really feel so, there I feel sensitive, Mataji. That's why I was just asking.
You shouldn't feel sensitive, because see, why you start feeling sensitive is, Mataji, now that you have chosen a path and now you have got the knowledge, you're following something much higher, you feel that why these people are saying like that. But Mataji, maybe a couple of years back, we were also like them, no? So it's more surprising for them that we have become like that. So they will pass such statements. You have to just smile and keep quiet. That's all, Mataji, and not be affected by that. Because they haven't understood the philosophy, they don't have that higher knowledge. They will speak like normal people, like we were, Mataji, 5 years, 10 years back, we were also like them only, right, Mataji?
Yeah, Mataji.
So suddenly, because of our newfound knowledge and realization, if we start seeing people in a different manner, they are same. In fact, for them, we have changed. So it is that we have to just be tolerant for whatever they're saying and smile. And you can be, affirmative, or rather, assertive that, okay, if you don't want to eat, you can politely refuse. Or you can say, no, I will not say, you just give me some fruits. And you just have the fruits, Mataji.
Or a juice even is okay.
Juice is fine, fruits, or anything. If nothing cooked, you can simply say, get me nuts and juice. That's enough, Mataji. Milk is, no dosham for milk. Curd, buttermilk. Ask them, it's not like that, I'll have this. That's all. That's enough, Mataji.
Okay. Thank you
Hare
so much,
Krishna,
Mataji.
They see us like an alien, Mataji. In that case, what is something she's eating?
It happens.
So, too much restrictions you have made to yourself. Why you have to suffer like this? And
Mataji, we are thinking about associating with the others who are not yet devotees, or our extended family who are having different practices. But Mataji, more than stressing out on all that, first we have to try to improve our chanting, Mataji. If our chanting improves, Mataji, automatically everything else will be fine. So whatever is in our hand, first, let us tackle with it and deal with it properly and do it to the best of our abilities. And the other section also, Mataji, caring. See, Guru Maharaj stresses about devotee care. But in general also, caring about people around you, because your extended family, your relatives are also part of your family. For whatever reason, Krishna has put you in that family. So you need not unnecessarily upset them. Mataji, if you are tolerant about what they are doing, after a point, they will only make and serve you properly. I've had that experience where after a point, everybody came to know what I'm eating, what I'm not eating. They will make, they have kept separate vessels and they're cooking, Mataji.
Haribol, thank you so much, Mataji. Mataji, one not related to today's topic, just a small confusion I have. Like we are called Nitya Baddhas, and the people in the souls in the spiritual world are called Nitya Siddhas. So we are Nitya Baddhas because we fall down from spiritual world, or Mataji, when we are going back also there is still a consideration of this thing, and will be still Nitya Baddha, or we will transform into Nitya Siddhas?
Mataji, Nitya Baddha means you have being eternally in this material world. So the souls who are in this material world according to some of the acharyas, have still not gone to the spiritual world. This is what even Bhanu Maharaj had mentioned in one of his lectures, that the souls who are now in this particular material world, from time immemorial, they are in this material world. That is why they are called Nitya Baddhas. They appear like they are eternally bound in this material world. But once they go back, Mataji, they will be eternally liberated. They will not come back.
Thank you, Mataji, because I was a bit scared after I got into this confusion.
This I had told before also, I don't know in which class, that there are two kinds of philosophy or rather interpretation by acharyas in our parampara only. One group has said that we have fallen from the spiritual world, but there's another acharya who said the souls who have come here have not come from the spiritual world. They have come from the Karna ocean, from Mahavishnu, from the border, the Karna ocean. So they are here in this material world. From the jivas are coming from the Karna ocean, from Mahavishnu. So they have not yet gone to the spiritual world. So after they go to the spiritual world, they will never come back. That's what Krishna has also told in Bhagavad Gita, right, Mataji? The moment you attain the spiritual world, you will never come back.
Yeah, Mataji, that was, I was confused that why then we are called Nitya Baddha. If we have come from there and again going there, then how come we fall down? That's why. Thank you so much, Mataji, for the exact answers and clarifying my doubts. Thank you, Mataji. Dandavat pranams.
Mataji, one more small clarification. You said just now, once you go to the spiritual world, you don't come back. But what I heard in a lecture is, there also if you do some aparadh, then you come down. So
Yes.
what is the truth?
Mataji, what aparadh you will do in the Goloka, Mataji?
I don't know, Mataji. It's a question
There,
to me.
whatever happens will be by the will, strong will of Krishna. See, there are devotees who have been cursed in the Goloka also. They have come to Goloka, but that is only for pastime purposes. From the spiritual world, whoever comes down, Jai Vijay came down only for pastime purposes. So the souls who are there, if Krishna chooses you to go for a certain pastime or for a certain purpose, then you will come down, Mataji. Otherwise, from the spiritual world, doing any aparadhs and coming down, I don't know. I haven't heard, Mataji.
Okay, Mataji. I think that makes sense.
Yes, yes.
Mataji,
Because
can I
otherwise
just add?
people keep falling.
Yes, 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 yes.
Mataji, can I just add something? Because I was inquiring about this from one of my senior Matajis, and she said that for that purpose, we are given here the devotee association so that we can tolerate and avoid all the Vaishnava aparadh. And then when we get clarified of all these things, because we'll get the devotee association in spiritual world also, so there we can easily adjust. And all these things like envy or whatever we feel about other devotees' behavior, that why the devotees progressing and me not. So all those things will be left over here only, and we'll go purified there. So then these things will not be there and we won't fall down.
Yes. Mataji, unless and until you have come to pure Krishna conscious, that is your motive is nothing but to serve Krishna, you will not go to Goloka. And after your conscious is completely absorbed in Krishna, you doing any aparadh, Mataji, it will be very difficult. If Krishna wants you to do some aparadh and go down, then to serve him, then he will arrange it by the will of providence, as you say, Mataji. Otherwise, there will be no such aparadhs there. Yes. Varnali Mataji, you want to ask something?
One small doubt, Mataji, the devatas in the Swargalaga, that is also material world. So they are also Nitabadhas, Mataji?
They are?
Nitabadhas?
Not like that, Mataji. They are in this Nitya Baddha in the sense they have a time period. They have like millions of years of their lifespan which they have to finish and then they will go back.
Okay, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji.
Mataji, they are much purified beings. That is why they have been given the position of the, the maintainers of this universe. They are serving the Lord directly.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes. Brahma also, after his 100 years is over, he will go back to the spiritual world.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, Mataji.
Mataji, when there's a spiritual world, how do you define whether it's a Goloka or whether it's Vaikuntha?
We have 14 lokas, no, right from Patala to Brahma Loka. After Brahma Loka, you have the crust of the universe, which is made up of these 10 elements, the 5 gross elements and everything. And after you cross that, you have the Karana ocean, which is the boundary or the line between the spiritual and the material worlds. And after crossing over that Karana ocean, you have the Sadashiv Dham. After Sadashiv Dham comes the Vaikuntha Lokas. And after Vaikuntha Loka, you have the other lokas like Dwaraka, Saketapuri, you have Jagannath Puri, and after crossing that, you have Goloka Vrindavan.
Yeah. So when you say spiritual world, that
starts from after Karana Ocean, spiritual sky starts.
Yeah. So it doesn't define any place, no? It
No.
depends. It depends.
It's a vast sky, Mataji, in which the various lokas are there. Like how we have here Brahma Loka, Indra Loka. There in the spiritual sky, you have the Sadashiv Lok, then you have Vaikuntha Lok. It's like, it's like vast. 3/4 of the Lord's creation is that spiritual sky, Mataji.
Yeah. Yes, Mataji. Okay, thank you, Mataji. Understood.
Suma Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you so much, Mataji, for the wonderful class. Mataji, Dhruva Maharaj saw the beautiful face of the Lord face to face. He saw him and took this complete surrender unto him. Even then, the Maya can attack him. So it's a greater lesson for all of us now.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
We are living in as Grihasthas. We are all, most of us are in the Grihastha Ashrama.
Correct.
Wherein we have to show that Jiva Daya also, Sarvabhuta, is present in everybody. So
Yes.
where we will sometimes fall into the path of Maya, Mataji, like not Maya, we are always in the Maya.
Yeah. Sometimes
it so happens, our bhakti will also get affected, Mataji, like taking consideration of them more and more. So it happens, no, Mataji. So how can we set like this is the limit and I should not go beyond this?
Mataji, that consciously you have to remind yourself not to start. Mataji, it's like a pattern that sets in. No? So very much when the thought arises itself, you're supposed to stop it at that stage itself. Mataji. You try to deviate yourself from the thought, because moment you start meditating on that thought, then so many things will happen and then some action will come out because of so much of thinking. So better you stop it at the thought stage itself and you instead start thinking about the Lord, or maybe start chanting. If something negative comes up, Mataji, the best thing they say is start chanting, so that you'll come out of that. Temporarily, if your mind is deviated or distracted from there, it will not go in that direction.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Mataji, what we can do is that, Mataji, is my understanding correct, Mataji? Please correct me.
Tell me.
What I think is, all that we can do for our family is only prayers, Mataji. And if possible, by our, we cannot do anything more than that, Mataji. It's ultimately Krishna's mercy.
You do towards them. And for others, you just pray and then leave it. And you carry on with your own spiritual practice.
Sorry, Mataji, I did not understand.
Mataji, you said, no, we can do maximum prayers for your family. So what you can do is, whatever is your day-to-day duties, you do it. And then you pray for them and you focus more on your spiritual practices, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji, serving them as the part and parcel of the Lord only. Other than that, we can only pray, Mataji. Sometimes their progress will be more rapid than us, Mataji.
Yes.
So if we, very lifetime opportunity, Mataji, to get a human body, and it's not at all possible to get a human body and bhakti and guru, sadhu sangha and everything like that. So we should never, Mataji, give a chance to go to the...
Correct. Mataji, see, one line I had heard from one of our teachers from Bhakti Shastri, Vidwan Gauranga Prabhu. He passed a very nice statement and he said that in your service to Krishna, in your efforts and endeavor to serve Krishna, if everybody around you is unhappy, that means somewhere Krishna is also not happy with you. So you have to do necessary duties, and most important is not routine and mechanically, Mataji. There has to be care for the living entities. We are saying family, extended family. For a Vaishnava, Jiva Daya, compassion for all living beings. So your family is immediate next to you, Mataji. Why not have some compassion and love and care for your immediate family? And it can be shown. It doesn't mean that you are attached to them. It just means you care for them. And if you don't say that they are your family members and you don't want to think they are related to me, I don't want any attachment, think them as souls and have that compassion for them. Take good care of them. In fact, Nitai Sevali Mataji said her personal experience in Australia was that she was addressing Matajis and Prabhus, and she told Matajis especially that you want to make 10 items, you want to make all the exquisite dishes when Maharajas and sannyasis and senior devotees come. to Australia, why don't you cook that for your Prabhus also at home? They are also Vaishnavas. They are also devotees of the Lord. Mataji didn't say anything much. She said all the Prabhus rushed to her after the class and they said, thank you, Mataji, and keep coming frequently. We are getting idli chutney only when sannyasis and maharajas come. Otherwise, we are living off on conflicts. So Matajis feel that serving Vaishnavas means serving maharajas and gurus and everybody else. Mataji, husband, children are also Vaishnavas. Serve them properly. Krishna will be pleased. It's not that if you serve Guru Maharaj only, Krishna is pleased. If you satisfy your child, who is a Vaishnava also, Krishna is pleased. It's all in our perception, Mataji. For our spiritual progress, we feel that we have to go and serve sannyasis and maharajas. It's not like that. And everybody in the house is eating bread and cornflakes. It doesn't work, Mataji.
No, Mataji, serving them to the maximum, Mataji, like Krishna only. So doing that and praying, Mataji.
Yes.
Beyond that, making them chant, making them go to the temple, to have satsang, it's not possible, Mataji. Let us not. So that is what I was asking, Mataji.
Yes.
Mataji.
That's fine, Mataji. What you're doing is right.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yes, I think we have finished, Mataji. I think the time is also over. Shilpa Mataji, we can close. Anybody else? Or we can...
Thank you, Mataji. Come more often, Mataji.
Thank you.
We can discuss a lot of things with you. Clarifications.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. We can close here. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Gurudev ki jai. One
कृपा सिंधुभ्यो पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय।
श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय।
थैंक यू माताजी। हरे कृष्णा।
दंडवत प्रणाम माताजी।
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam.
Hare